Hey, November, keys in my hand, car keys in my hand at 3:30. Back by the door, nobody could see. Children sleeping, house dead quiet and still, and nothing left between my choice and my will. I built the case for months inside my head, convinced the grass was greener somewhere dead. Stood at the threshold of everything I'd earned, hand on the door, one step from the point of no return. One step, one breath, one choice. All I had to do was stay, just stay. Put the keys back down and walk away from the exit, from the coward in me. All I had to do was choose what was already free, already mine, already real. All I had to do was stay and feel it, and feel it. A creak on the third step upstairs, it's a creak, the one I know anywhere. And something in that ordinary sound brought every constructed argument crashing to the ground. That sound, that step, come back. All I had to do was stay, and I put the bag away, and I chose her, and I chose them, and I chose the life I don't know was thrown away for nothing, for the life somewhere else. All I had to do was stay, and I did, and I did, and I did, and I did. Stay was the bravest thing I ever did. All I had to do was stay. Staying was everything. Staying was the fight. Staying was the love. Staying was the light. All I had to do was stay. Was stay. Was stay. Still here. Every morning. Still choosing it. I gave everything. They called it not enough. the stone cold table. My time, my sweat, my name, my use. Gave everything the altar asked for. Gave more than that, gave up the truth. I sacrificed the mornings and the evening, the birthdays and the years that went too fast. Thought that if I gave enough to something, maybe something finally would last. All in, all wrong, all wrong. Blood on the altar, that's what devotion costs. When you give until there's nothing left to give and find out what you lost. Blood on the altar, mine and mine alone. The thing I built my whole life kneeling for was never worth the bone, never worth the bone. I've watched men pour themselves into companies, into women who were never gonna stay, into causes that consumed them without mercy, into gods that simply looked the other way. And I was one of them, don't mistake me. I knelt at every altar that would take. I bled for things that didn't even see me, and called the bleeding holy for God's sake. Their church, my blood, not enough. Blood on the altar, nobody's keeping score. The temple doesn't mourn the sacrifice, it just asks for more. Blood on the altar, and I finally understand. The altar doesn't bleed for you back, it just takes what it can, just takes what it can. Ooh, there comes a moment, standing in your own wreckage, when the devotion stops feeling like faith and starts feeling like surrender, when you realize the altar was never sacred. It was just a story you told yourself to make the bleeding mean something, to make the losing feel like wealth. And the day you walk away from the altar isn't failure, it's the bravest thing you'll ever do for yourself. Blood on the altar, one last time. I'm taking back everything I left behind. Blood on the altar dries eventually, and what remains when the bleeding stops is finally just me. Finally, finally, finally standing on my own 2 feet. No more water, no more blood, no more blood. Done. I came out burning. mother said I cried different, like the sound came from somewhere too deep. Like whatever was living inside me was already too big for my body to keep. My father saw it at 7 when I fought a kid twice my size in the yard. Not because I was angry or something, just because something in me hit too hard, too much, too loud, too proud. Born with fire in my chest.
Can't explain it, can't contain it.
It was there before I had a name for it.
Born with fire in my chest.
And I've spent my whole life learning not to kill it, but to aim it. I'm born with fire,
and I always will be.
It's the only thing about me that has never let me down. Born with fire in my chest, and I wear that now like a crown. I've been told to calm down since forever. Been told that intensity is a flaw. Been handed pills and breathing exercises. Been shown 100 doors and told to withdraw. But the fire doesn't care about that comfort. It doesn't dim itself to fit a smaller room. And every time I try to make it quieter, it just built up pressure till it went boom. Wild thing, wild born, wild born, wild born. Born with fire in my chest. And the world never quite knew what to do with a man who burns his pride and is consistent, who can't just turn it off for you. Born with fire in my chest, and I burn some people with it. I won't pretend I haven't left some scorched earth on the way, but the fire also kept me moving forward on every single dark and frozen day. Every frozen day. There are men who were built for the quiet, men made for the steady and the slow. And I love those men. God knows I envy them. Sometimes the peace they carry wherever they go. But I wasn't made that way, and I've stopped apologizing for arriving like a storm. In every room I've ever entered, the fire is my origin, my compass and my home. Born with fire in my chest, and it's burning right now. Oh, hotter than it's ever been, and I finally know how to feed it what it needs and aim it where it counts. Born with fire in my chest, and I'm done keeping it down, done keeping it quiet, done keeping it small. Born with fire in my chest, and I'm giving it all of it, every last ember, every last flame. Born with fire in my chest, and I came exactly this way. Still still burning, and always will be. for 30 years. I carried it quiet through the cold and the rain, swallowed every fire and absorbed every pain. Walked through the rooms where they needed me steady, kept my voice down when my soul wasn't ready. Built the walls higher, kept the pressure inside. Told myself that's what it meant to have pride. But something's been building since I can't remember. Storm in my chest, pushing hard at the timber. Can't hold, won't hold, let go. Now break the sky, let it all come down. Every year of silence, every swallow sound. Break the sky, like you were always meant to. Let the thunder out. You've been keeping quiet since before your breaks that sky and mean every word. Let it shake the walls, let it finally be heard. Break the sky, this is the moment, this is the relief. Finally find your peace. I remember the morning, it almost came out. Standing at the window with nowhere to shout. The whole weight of living pressing hard on my spine. Every choice and every loss perfectly aligned. Then I breathed it back down like I always had done. Told myself not yet, hold it, you're not done. But the holding gets heavier with every passing year. And I'm done pretending that the breaking isn't near. Rising, rising, rising. Break the sky, like the world needs to hear you. Every broken man behind you needs to know someone's not afraid. Break the sky, for the ones who can't do it, for the fathers and the sons who swallowed every battle, every war they never won. Break the sky, and let the mountain hear it, let the valley feel the weight of a man who finally opened every long shut gate. Break the sky, and don't you dare apologize. Break the sky, and let them hear you rise, rise. There is a sound that lives at the bottom of a man that has never been allowed to leave his body. And it sounds when break the sky, break it wide open, let every wall you built come down, and let the world know you were here, you were real, you were found. After all the silence, after all the years of holding on, because a man who finally lets go is the most powerful. A human being sounds like. That's what it's always sounded like. Never claimed to be a saint. Just tried to be honest about the devil in me. I've done things that don't sit clean in daylight. Made choices that I couldn't tell my mother. Shook hands with men I knew were crooked and told myself it was just how you survive the gutter. I've loved with the wrong parts of myself sometimes, giving heed when what was needed was the light. Been generous with fire and stingy with the tender. Been more comfortable in wrong than I was in right. Not sane, not sin, just skin. Crooked halo, that's what sits above my head. Not quite holy, not quite falling, somewhere in the complicated in between instead. Crooked halo, and I'll stop trying to straighten it, because the bend is where the story lives. The bend is what I am, not the pristine and the perfect, but the human and the flawed. The man who keeps on trying, with a crooked halo and a grateful heart. A grateful heart. I've sat in pews and I've sat in dives and found the same lost faces in both their lives. The difference wasn't virtue, wasn't grace, just the story people told about the place. The sinner and the saint share the same 3 a.m., the same cold sweat, the same old aching shame. The only gap between them is the language that they use for the very same crooked halo and the very same blues. Same fall, same crawl, same call. Crooked halo, worn by every honest man who never quite lived up to his own image, but kept trying anyway, 'cause that's the plan. Crooked halo, and I wear mine without apology, because perfect men don't exist, and if they did, they wouldn't interest me. Wouldn't interest me. Maybe God's not looking for the perfect. Maybe heaven's full of men like me, who got it wrong more times than they got it right, but never stopped reaching for what they couldn't see. And maybe the crooked halo is the honest one, the one that shows the trying and the fall. The pristine ones were never really worn, they just sat there looking good, doing nothing for nobody at all. At all. Crooked halo, and I'll meet my maker wearing it. Not polished, not pretending, not performing, just exactly what I was, every minute of it. Crooked halo, been from all the living, all the losing and the loving and the learning, all the giving. This is what a life looks like when you're honest about the cost. Crooked halo. everything I found and everything I lost. Everything I lost and everything was worth it. Crooked, but still there. They don't announce themselves, they just appear. Usually at 3 a.m. She walks the walls at 2 in the morning, the version of her that I couldn't keep. Sits at the edge of things I'm not finishing, appears in the gap between awake and asleep. Not the real one. The real one moved on clean, started over in a city I've never been. This is the other one, the one I constructed from everything I should have said and didn't mean. Her ghost, my fault, my home. Ghosts don't knock. They just find the crack in the walls you built to keep the past from coming back. Ghosts don't knock. They don't need a door, they just move through everything you swore you were over, swore you were done with, swore couldn't hurt you anymore. Ghosts don't knock. They just sit there in the corner of the room until you finally turn the light on. Face what you've been carrying since June. Since that June. There's the ghost of the man I almost became, the one who took the road I chose not to take, who looks more rested and more certain somehow, who made the better call at every fork and break. He appears when I'm tired and half decided, when the choice ahead looks harder than it should. Stands there like a question I can't answer, asking was I ever doing what I could. Best road, not mine, that line. Ghosts don't knock. They just stand there being possible, the versions of the life you didn't choose. Ghosts don't knock. They don't need permission, they live in every crossroad, every moment that you lose. And every time you wonder, every time you look back, ghosts don't knock. They've already unpacked, already made a home in the space between what happened and what almost was, and what could have been. If only, if only. I've learned to talk to mine, not chase them out that never works. Just sit down in the dark and say, I see you and I know you and I understand what hurts. knows. This is the one that got away. This is the road I didn't take. This is the man I might have been. And I made a different choice instead. And that choice has its own ghost and its own grace. And I'm done running from the faces of everything I was and everything I left and every other place. Ghosts don't knock, and neither do I anymore. I just walk into the rooms I've been avoiding. Ghosts don't knock, because they live inside you, not outside in the hallway and the dark. The haunting was never in the house, it was always in the architecture of your heart. And the day you stop running from your ghosts is the day they finally lose their teeth. Ghosts don't knock when you invite them in for coffee and sit with them until they leave, until they leave. Until they finally. I'm still here. So are they. That's okay now. I won. And felt absolutely nothing. The trophy sat there on the kitchen counter, shining like it thought it meant something real. I chased that thing for 7 years of grinding, and now I couldn't summon how to feel. The handshakes and the photographs were over. The room had emptied out before the night, and I sat alone with everything I wanted, wondering why it didn't feel like life. Won the war, lost the wire, empty sky. Hollow victory, that's what they don't tell you. Sometimes getting everything you chase leaves nothing in its way. Hollow victory, shiny on the outside, rotted at the core, because I won the thing but lost the man along the way. Lost myself somewhere between the wanting and the taking. Hollow victory costs more than it pays. Called the people who were there at the beginning, the ones who knew me when the hunger was still clean. But the call felt strange, like I was speaking from a distance, like when it had put glass between the me they knew and me. Because somewhere in the relentless forward motion, I traded who I was for what I'd get. And the victory tasted like the absence of the person I was fighting for. When all of this first set reached the top, found the drop, nothing stopped. Hollow victory, and I stood there in the wreckage of my winning, trying to remember what I thought this was for. Hollow victory teaches what success won't, that the destination never was the point. It was always something more, something you can't trophy, can't be photographed, can't be announced. Hollow victory showed me what actually counts, what actually counts. back empty? Who said the mountain doesn't give you what you think it will? And I nodded like I understood while climbing anyway, because you can't be told this. You have to stand on the summit in the cold with everything you want and in your hands, and feel the hollow to finally understand what you were actually looking for was never up there, was never up there at all. Victory. And I'm grateful for the hollow, because it showed me where the real thing lived. Not in the winning, not in the having, not in anything the outside world gives. Hollow victory was the most important loss, because it pointed me back to the beginning, back to what it actually costs to build a life worth living. Not a life worth showing, not a life for the applause. Hollow victory, you gave me back my self-doubt, and that was worth every loss, every single one. Every single one. Hollow, but finally for the night every man reaches, where the list hold her life. I used to have 100 things to fight for: the mortgage and the pride and the name. The kids asleep down the hall on a Tuesday. The version of myself I was trying to claim. But somewhere in the grinding of the seasons, the list got shorter without me noticing. And one night I sat down to count my reasons, and found my hands were holding less than anything. Less life, less live, just fist. Running out of reasons, that's the honest place I'm in. Not dramatic, not a crisis, just a quiet wearing thin. Running out of reasons, running out of reasons, and the ones I have left are small and they are fragile, and they matter more than breath, more than anything, more than everything. The small ones always were the whole thing. It's not the grand ones that keep you going, not the legacy or the legend or the name. It's the coffee getting cold beside the window, and the dog who needs a walk out in the rain. It's the text from someone checking if you're decent. It's the song that hits you wrong at the right time. It's the stupidly specific and the minor, the reasons that don't make it into rhyme. Small things, real weight, won't wait. Running out of reasons, but the ones remain. when the grand ones all dissolve. Running out of reasons is sometimes how you find the only ones that ever really saw anything at all. I called a man I hadn't called in years, just to hear a voice that knew me before. He didn't ask me why I was calling, just said good to hear you and nothing more. And that was reason enough for that particular night. Just a voice on the other end of sight and saying song. You're gonna be alright. Running out of reasons.
Find a reason.
Find a small one.
Find a reason.
Hold 'em like they're made of glass and gold. Running out of reasons.
Find a reason.
Means you're human being.
Find a reason.
Means you're not too proud to be told that the life worth living isn't built on monuments. It's built on Tuesday mornings and the ordinary moments and the people who stayed in the dark at the door.
Find a reason.
It's just the beginning of finding out what you were really living for. What you were really living for. All alone, still one reason left. That's enough. You could never find them. Neither could I for a long time. He taught me how to change a tire in the rain, how to shake a hand and look a man straight, how to carry grief without making it a burden, how to show up early and to never show up late. He taught me everything a man was supposed to know, except the 3 words that a boy needed most. And I grew up fluent in the language of the capable, but illiterate in everything that mattered to the ghost. 3 words. His throat wouldn't go. Something my father never said. Listen everything he did instead, in the way he drove 3 hours without complaining, in the way he fixed the thing I broke without explaining. Something my father never said, but God, I felt it anyway. In the silence and the showing up in the peculiar way, he put his hand on my shoulder and looked the other way. Something my father never said everything. I became the same man for a decade, fluent in the doing, mute in the feeling. Showed up for everyone, need a showing, but kept the tender parts of me from healing. Until my son looked up at me one morning with those eyes that hold no judgment and no score. Something broke wide open in my sternum, something I'd been keeping locked and barred before. His eyes, my chest, said it. Something my father never said came out of me before I knew it was there. 3 words I've been holding since forever just fell out into the ordinary morning air. Yeah. Something my father never said, and I said it. And the world didn't end, and my son looked at me like it was nothing, like it was the most natural thing, like he'd been waiting but not desperate, like he knew it was always in there, just finding its way out, just finding its way out. I called my father the same evening, first time in months, no reason, no agenda. Just said, hey dad, and let the silence open, and waited for whatever it would render. He asked about the weather and the word. I answered, and then neither of us spoke. Then he cleared his throat the way he always does before he says the things that almost choke. And he said, you know I'm proud of you, son, I always was. You know that, right? And I said, yeah, Dad, I know, I always knew, but God is good to hear it in the light. Something my father never said until the night he finally did, and something in the bloodline stopped repeating, something ancient finally got fixed. Something my father never said for 60 years of trying came out quiet on a phone call, and we both just sat there crying, not from grief, from the release, from the weight finally lifted. Something my father never said, something I'll say every day. Something my father, I'm saying it now. I love you. I'm proud of you. I always was. I always was. I always was. Said it. Finally said it. About time.
I'll never say, I'll never say.
After all of it, every single thing still here. I've been counted out of rooms I built myself, been betrayed by hands I personally fed, been left alone at the exact wrong moment by people who swore they'd stay until the end. I've lost the thing I thought defined me twice, rebuilt from scratch when I had nothing left to use. And every time the world said this is over, I found one more reason not to lose. Not done, not gone, still on.
Still standing.
Not because it wasn't fell. Still standing after my own personal hell. Not untouched, not unbroken, not the same man as before. Still standing, and that word still is doing all the work. Still standing, that's the whole of it. Nothing more. I've watched me unfold at half of what I've carried, watched others carry twice as much and break. And I'm not saying I'm exceptional or chosen, just that I made a decision at the stake, that falling wasn't permanent unless I let it, that broken wasn't final unless I stopped. And so I got up every time the ground found me, even when getting up was all I had. Not pride, not strength, just length. Still standing in the wreckage of the years. Still standing past the point of useful tears. Still standing with a different kind of ways. Still standing at a different kind of gate. Not the one I aimed for at the start, not the destination on the original chart, just the place I ended up after everything rerouted. Still standing, and the standing is the art. The standing is the art. If I could talk to every man who's sitting in the dark right now, counting what he's lost and wondering how to find the thing that keeps you vertigo and everything pulls horizontal at the floor, I'd say I know that place, I've lived in that place, and the only thing I know for sure is that the morning comes, it always comes, even when you can't believe it will. You don't need to be okay right now, you just need to be still. Still here, still breathing, still a possibility, that's enough. That has always been enough. Still standing, and I mean that word. Still standing, not triumphant, not victorious, not healed. Still standing like a tree that took the storm and lost some branches, but held the core. Still standing, not the same, not untouched, not unaltered, not restored to what I was, but to something that the fire made, that the breaking shade, that the losing toss. Still standing with everything I am, everything I've lost, everything I fought. Still standing after everything. Still standing after all of it. Still here. Still. I should have burned by every calculation. I should have burned. The year it happened, I don't talk about it, but my body still remembers every degree. The kind of heat that doesn't leave a scar, you see, just rearranges something deep in how you breathe. I lost the thing I thought was holding me together, the thing I built my whole identity around. Standing in the wreckage of that winter, I heard a sound I never heard before. The sound of me on solid ground. Should've broke, didn't break. Wide awake. Wide awake. The Father didn't kill me, didn't make me stronger, that's a lie they sell. The Father didn't kill me, showed me I was still here after hell. The Father didn't kill me, didn't leave me grateful in the moment, just left me standing, breathing, blinking in the edge. And slowly, slowly understanding that the surviving was enough. That the surviving was the whole damn task. I've met men who wear the damage like a metal, who weaponize the suffering for effect. And I've met men who can't speak or walk, consume them who carry it so deep it bends their neck. I'm somewhere in between those two positions, still figuring out what the fire means to say. Still turning over what I lost inside it, finding pieces of myself I've thrown away. Finding things that he revealed that comfort had been hiding for years. Were burned off, needed to now. The Father didn't kill me, burned a version of myself I'd outgrown. The Father didn't kill me, cleared the ground for something I couldn't have known. Was waiting underneath the architecture of the life I built to keep the world at bay. The Father didn't kill me was the most expensive gift I never would have chosen, but couldn't give away. Couldn't give away. There's a particular silence after everything is burned that feels like the beginning of a language you haven't yet learned, when nothing is assumed and nothing is protected, and the only thing remaining is whatever was too real to be consumed. And you're standing and breathing for the first time, and forever you're not performing and you're not pretending, and you're not afraid of the next fire because you know now what you're made of. And nothing can take that away. Father didn't kill me, and I'm not the same man standing in this field. The Father didn't kill me, and I'm grateful, God, I'm grateful for the real. For the strip back and the honest, for the nothing left to lose, for the morning after burning, when you finally get to choose who you are. Without the armor, without the story, without the show. The Father didn't kill me was how I finally came to know. Came to know myself, came to know what survives, what matters, what remains when everything that wasn't real finally burns away. Still here, cleaner than before. Still here, cleaner than used to be places where men meant what they said. I've been looking for one ever since. I drove through 40 towns in 30 days, looking for the thing they used to be, where a man's word was a contract in the courthouse and nobody needed a lawyer just to speak, where the handshake held more weight than any document, where your reputation was the only currency that moved, where people looked you in the eye when they were talking and stayed silent when they had nothing left to prove. No spin, no slide, just ride. Last on this town, I've been searching all my life for the place where people mean it when they say they're doing fine. Last on this town, where the truth still walks the street, where a man who keeps his word doesn't finish last, doesn't finish on his knees, doesn't have to be naive to be decent. Last on this town, I wonder if it ever was, or if I'm chasing something that existed only because we needed it to. I met men in diners past midnight who still talk like the world owed them straight, who complain about the lying and the spinning while spinning every story on their plate. And I met others, fewer, always fewer, who said what they meant and meant every word, who absorbed the cost of honesty without complaint, the rarest and most quietly extraordinary I've heard. Few left to stand tall, that's all. Maybe it's not a place at all. Maybe it's a man who decides to build it every time the others fall. The last honest town lives inside the ones who refuse to trade their word for comfort or convenience or the easier way it's done. Maybe I've been driving when I should have been building in the last honest town, right here where I already stand, right here in the only place an honest man can. I pulled over on a highway somewhere between the nowhere and the where, and it hit me like the cold through a cracked window, that the town I was looking for was never out there. It was in every choice to tell the truth, when the lie was easier and safer and clean. It was in every handshake that I meant, in every promise that I kept, in every word between the men I was and the man I was becoming. The last honest town was always just me. The last honest town, and I'm building it right now, out of everything I promised, in the keeping of the vow. Grow with an honest man. Starts with an honest man. It always did, always will, always starts with just one honest man. Found it. It was here the whole time. I believe everything he told me, every single word. He said I was fine when I wasn't. Said I was strong when I cracked at the base. Said keep it together, don't show them the fractures. Just polish the surface and straighten your face. I listened for a year like a fool with a Bible. Built my whole life on a reflection that lied. Wore all this certainty like it was armor, while everything real was collapsing inside. His lips, my mouth, burned down. The man in the mirror lied to me daily, told me the damage was strength in disguise. The man in the mirror lied. God, he lied beautifully. He looked me dead in the eye and told me I was fine while I was dying, while I was dying. He never showed me the things I was hiding, the 3 a.m. version that nobody sees. The one who sits in the dark of the kitchen, hands on the table, just trying to breathe. He showed me the jaw and the set of the shoulders, the version of me that the world needed true. But mirrors only show you what you show them, and I've been lying to mine my whole life too. Half true, full cause, all lost. The man in the mirror lied to me gently, said you're okay son, just push through the night. The man in the mirror lied, and I let him, because the truth was a thing I wasn't ready to fight. Wasn't ready, wasn't ready. Reflection wasn't dramatic, no rage, no noise. Just a morning where I couldn't recognize him and realized I'd mistaken his face for my voice. And everything I thought I knew about myself was just a story I rehearsed until it felt real. And the man beneath the man in the mirror was someone I hadn't let myself feel and let myself be. The man in the mirror lied, and so did I. Every time I told the world that I was fine, the man in the mirror lied, but not anymore. I broke the glass and met myself on the other side of the floor. On the other side of everything I was before. No more mirrors, just me. the thing that broke him open and told him who he was. Mine came at 32 on a Tuesday. No warning, no dramatic build on no sign. Just the ground beneath my certainty gave way, and everything I thought I was came offline. The job, the marriage, and the image crumbled simultaneously and without grace. And I stood there in the rubble of my 30s, staring at a stranger's face. Ground gone, sky fell, name lost. The storm that named me didn't ask permission, didn't care about my plans or my pride. The storm that named me stripped the platform addition and introduced me to the man inside. The storm that named me left me with nothing but the real thing, and the real thing turned out to be harder than I thought and more alive than anything I'd ever been before. The storm that named me gave me back myself at a cost I'd pay again. Pay again. I tried to outrun it for the first 6 months. Stayed busy like momentum was a cure. Filled every silence with appointment and ambition, anything to keep from being sure of what the storm was trying to deliver. The message underneath the devastation, that the life I'd built was built for other people, and I was living someone else's occupation. Not mine, not real. Now feel the storm that named me hit me like a reckoning, like every choice I'd avoided finally arrived. The storm that named me left me at the beginning of the only life I was supposed to live. Yeah. Stripped of the pretending, stripped of the performing, stripped of the version built for other eyes. The storm that named me left me with a question: who are you when no one's watching, when no one's surprised, when there's nothing left to justify? Just you, just this, just a love. There's a moment in every storm where the wind stops completely, and the silence is louder than the rage before it, and you stand in that impossible stillness, feeling everything at once, feeling real for the first time in years. You realize the storm wasn't punishment, it was surgery, precise and merciless and necessary, cutting away everything that had been slowly killing you in the comfortable, quiet, invisible way that comfort does. The storm that named me, and I carry that name now. Wear it like the only thing I own that fits. The storm that named me showed me how to live inside my actual life, not the curated, edited, selected hits. The storm that named me, and I thank it in the way you thank the hardest things, not with joy but with the recognition that you needed every shard, every devastating, necessary shard of what it took to finally find the finally named me right. Name me, finally name me right. I grew up around the dead. Taught me more about living than anything else. My father dressed the bodies of the town, gave dignity to men the world had put down, combed their hair and straightened out their ties, closed their hands and gently shut their eyes. I watched him work in silence every night. His hands as steady as a surgeon's in the light. Never flinched, never looked away. Just gave the dead their last respectful day. Cold hands, warm work, real work. I'm the Undertaker's son. I know what waits at the end of every road. I grew up counting what a life cost when the final bill comes due and gets old. I'm the Undertaker's son, and I don't fear the dark, because I learned from a man who lived in it and still went home with a full heart. Still went home with a full heart. Kids at school thought it was strange and cold that I ate my lunch beside the stories of the old. The names and dates carved into the stone, but I saw something they didn't. Nobody dies alone. They leave a wake behind them in the living, a shape that only absence understands. And my father showed me that the greatest thing a man does is what he leaves behind in other hands. What remains, what stays, what waits. I'm the Undertaker's son, and I've been counting days since I was 10. Not out of fear, but out of fierce attention to the unrepeatable and the wind. I'm the Undertaker's son, and every breath I take it knowing what my father knew, that nothing here is cheap and nothing here is fake. Nothing here is fake. He died on a Tuesday, quiet as the men he used to tend. No fuss, no drama, no final proclamation, just a life that reached its natural end. And I dressed him myself, straightened out his collar, combed his silver hair the way he liked. And I understood then what he'd been teaching. Every night I watched him work by lamplight, that the way you treat the fallen says everything about the man you are when you're still standing in the light. I'm the Undertaker's son, And I carry that with everything I do. Every room I enter knowing it's impermanent. Every hand I shake knowing it's true. That this is borrowed time and borrowed light and borrowed love. And I intend to spend it all before the final dark above. I'm the Undertaker's son, and I know how to live. 'Cause I watched a man spend 40 years showing the dead they respect the living, forget to give. Rest easy, Dad. The rams and the best. My grandfather found everything, like his name meant something. It did. He never had a fortune or a title, never owned more than a truck and a piece of land. But every man in town knew when he promised, because a promise from him was a command. He paid what he owed before he paid himself. He showed up early and he stayed until it was done. And when he finally died without a dollar, he left the richest legacy under the sun. No gold, no deed, just creed. The weight of a good name, heavier than money, harder to carry and impossible to fake. The weight of a good name, built across a lifetime of 1,000 small decisions nobody sees you make. It doesn't shout, it doesn't advertise, it just shows up in the room before you do. The weight of a good name is the only thing worth leaving when everything else is finally through. I've watched men chase the headline and the spotlight, build their brand on borrowed credibility, while the ones who never needed to be noticed quietly held up everything you see. The contractor who built the school in winter, the nurse who worked the night shift for 30 years, the father who showed up when showing up was thankless, the man who held his tongue when he had every right to tears. Unseen hands, old towns, stand on. The weight of a good name carried in the shoulders of the quiet and the men who do the work and then go home. The weight of a good name doesn't need a monument, it just needs to be consistent, and it needs to stand alone. Without the witness, without the applause, without the record, just because that's who you are, that's always who you were. The weight of a good name is a man behind the words. My father told me once that a man's name is a debt he pays forward. Every handshake, every promise, every morning, he either earns it or he squanders. And I think about that when I'm tired, when the easy road is calling from the side, when nobody would notice if I corners, and I hear my grandfather's voice in the weight of my own pride, saying, don't you dare, don't you choice and nobody's watching, and everything I do and no one's looking my way. The weight of a good name is what I'm passing on, not the money and the property and the title. Just the code, just the standard, just a song that says this man was here, and while he was, he kept his word. He kept his word, he kept his word. Every single time. Nobody had to ask him twice. The weight of a good name, that's the only legacy worth the price. Still signing like it means something, because it does. Still signing like it means something, because it does. Not a weekend man. Wednesday, when the real ones drink. Nobody drinks whiskey on a Wednesday for celebration or for company or fun. Wednesday whiskey is a different conversation between a man and everything he's done. The weekend drinkers drink for the forgetting, for the noise and the crowd and the release. But Wednesday whiskey sits you down and asks you, what exactly are you running from this week? No crowd, no night, just right. Whiskey on a Wednesday, that's the honest kind, not the social and the performative, but the clearing of the mind. Whiskey on a Wednesday, when the weeks have gone and have to go, and you need 10 quiet minutes with the only drink that tells you what you already know. What you already know. What you've been avoiding. What you already know. What you already know. I've solved more problems over Wednesday whiskey than in every meeting I've sat through combined. There's a clarity that lives in midweek silence, when the weekend noise has finally left your mind. The amber in the glass like liquid patience, waiting for you to be ready to be real. No audience, no occasion, no performance, just a man and what he's trying not to feel. Halfway, half through what's true. Whiskey on a Wednesday is a different kind of prayer, not to any god or system or salvation, just to father drank on Wednesdays. Thought I didn't notice as a kid, but I'd come down for water after midnight, and he'd be sitting there the way he did. Not sad exactly, more like occupied with something that required the dark and the glass. And now I sit the same way on the same night and understand exactly what that was. The weight of being responsible for everything and everyone. The midweek reckoning of all that's left undone. And the whiskey doesn't fix it, but it witnesses it. And sometimes being witness is enough, is enough to carry on. Whiskey on a Wednesday, and I raise it to the ones who sit alone with what they carry when the working weeks have done. Whiskey on a Wednesday for the fathers and the workers and the men who hold the line, who never make it in any story but are holding up the ones that do just fine. This glass is for the Wednesday man, the quiet and the steady, who show up when it's hard and show up when it's easy and show up when they're barely ready. Whiskey on a Wednesday, God bless everyone. Whiskey on a Wednesday, till the working week is done, till the working week is done. Whiskey on a Wednesday, God bless everyone. Whiskey on a Wednesday, till the working week is done, till the working week is done. Same time next week. What's true?